Hi, I'm Robert Trankowski. I'm the lecturer in charge currently of financial reporting and analysis. Some of you will have seen me in class and some of you will see me rest of semester. Just a few points that I want to make about the case study and about group allocations. So there are 4 points that I want to make in this short video. Firstly, the allocation of classes, requests for changes in groups, the requirements of the case study, and our expectations in relation to that. First thing, some people did email me prior to the end of last week requesting changes in classes. Where I could accommodate that, I did. So if you didn't get an email back from me, if you check the allocation to case study groups that I put up on UTS Online, you should see the class to which you're allocated. So see whether that's worked out. Now, one point that I need to make is that with this many students, somewhere close to 350, it's really hard for me to go through a procedure where I give everybody preferences and I'll allocate you to groups. That would actually take a lot of time for me to process. So what I've tried to do this semester as a first attempt is to allocate you to groups and ask you to swap. That would require you to find someone to swap with in another group in your same class. If you're still unhappy with the class you're in, please send me an email, but I really can't guarantee that I can change your class. Look, to be honest, so long as you can meet with your group, it doesn't matter whether you attend your enrolled class or not. The only time attending your enrolled class matters is when you do the presentations at the end of semester. I know in the past people have gone to a number of classes because they get different things from the different lecturers. Not all of our styles suit everybody. That's your call. But changing the enrolled class is getting hard at this stage. If you want to change your case study group, I'm happy to be a little bit flexible. I am willing for groups to go down a little bit. I'm willing for them to go up a little bit in size, but not a lot. Bear in mind that we've got a number of limited presentation slots in the last 2 weeks. Realistically, we don't really want more than about 10 groups in each class, otherwise there won't be time to present. So our flexibility is somewhat limited. Okay, so if you still want to, if you're not happy with your case study group, please try to organise a swap and then just let me know. If you have some preferences you want to change or create a new group, please email me, but be aware that I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to satisfy your request. It would just be too complex, but I'm going to try. So email me by the end of the week if you do want any changes. I do want people to know their groups and their group members by the end of week 6, because at that stage you should start thinking about addressing the assignment. So we've still got about 2 weeks to track down missing members and so forth. Don't start stressing if you can't start the assignment now. None of us are expecting you to start it immediately. Now, so that's away from group structure and class enrolment. The other issues that have been raised, some of the staff teaching the subject have communicated this to me. Firstly, the requirements of the assignment. The requirements are listed at the back of the subject outline. Okay, so the last 2 pages, the last 2 pages tell you about what we want from the case study. And that lists size, number of words, how you get punished if you write too much. And what you're actually required to do is on the final page, requirements of the case study. So I think that should be reasonably straightforward. The one point that I do need to emphasise very strongly, this is an accounting subject. So part of what we're asking you to talk about is accounting strategy. In other words, given a certain set of economic circumstances, what accounting choices are these companies making? What are they trying to achieve? Is that driven by managerial incentives, for example? We are not asking you a question about business strategy. This is not a business valuation, financial analysis type course. We are asking you about accounting choices. So please, you might wish to talk about business strategy to give us background, but that is not answering the question. Now, the other thing that I've had a question about is, do I have examples of good case studies? There certainly have been some very good case studies in the past, but generally we give the case studies back. So I have a box of uncollected case studies in my office. I will have a look to see if there are any good ones there. and I will try to make some of them available if I can. My concern is that some of those case studies will be for companies that you're working on, and I don't want to disadvantage or unduly advantage a particular group that might be looking at the same company. So that is my concern. If there are companies there that I haven't set this time around, then I may well make those available if they're good. Okay, so that's really all I wanted to say. If you have a concern about your case study group or your class, please let me know. Bear in mind, it's the case study groups that are important. Which class you're enrolled in only matters for the case study presentation and your case study group. Which class you turn up to is totally up to you, so long as there is room in the class you wish to attend. Okay, I think that's all I needed to say. Sorry, I tried to keep these things to 5 minutes. I've just hit 6. If you have any questions, ask them on UTS Online. I will set up a discussion forum where we can address these. Thank you.